If you are watching this video, chances are your 2025 isn't going how you planned it. Maybe you're behind, maybe you have been procrastinating, but the good news is it's not over yet. In fact, the last 4 months of the year might be your biggest opportunity yet. In this video, I'm going to drop down my 6 steps life-maxing plan that I'm going to use to crush my goals before 2025 end. And this is the same exact plan that I used to make 20k a month online and build my brand in 1 year to 1000 followers and monetize it. So this is your last chance to turn 2025 in your favor. Don't let this pass. This right here is going to be your last guide into making 2025 your best year. Even if it's 4, 3 or 2 months left, you can still take advantage of this as long as it's still 2025. And why you should listen to me. Look, I've built a personal brand of 800 to 1004 in just 4 to 5 months on Twitter. I've made more than 10k with dropshipping, and I've monetized my personal brand with only 3 to 400 followers. So I did it pretty early than most of the people that spend time building their brand there. So what is year maxing? So year maxing is just improving your habits, improving to the max of it, to the best that you can do. And this is what I'm going to teach you here, how you can improve your skills, improve your life to the max that you can still improve this year, to the limit, not only to where you feel comfortable, but where you can go and how far you can go. So this is what Looksmaxxing is about. So here is my plan simplified. I put the plan in 6 to 12 months because you're not going to be able to change your life overnight. Yeah, you need to follow a plan into 3 to 6 months to 12 months. And here's the foundations. This is the plan all bashed together, simplified. And first of all, you're going to make as much cash as possible, build finance foundation, build health foundation, skill all the bad habits, build new skills, fix a relationship, and look as good as possible. And to me, there is honorable mentions like carting and fuck around. And I have put a vision, and I recommend you put. This is not like something that you're going to look like every morning. It's not supposed to be like this, but I have built this so that I can have a foundation that is about like 80% work. I do think like 80% work and 80% grinding. Where is it? So I do see like 80% work and 20% grinding. So here is the vision that you should have when you are building your dream life, because you need to have fun. You're just not gonna stay locked in into your room and do nothing all day. So here is the version of what I do see it like 80% of my life, which is work, gym, and stuff related like that, and 20% is just doing the things that I enjoy the most. Like I go karting, I go diving into some place, I go on trips, and I make most money. And this is not for a future, this is what I still want my 2025 to look like. So I recommend you have a version of what you want your 2025 to look like, because it will make things simple and easier. And if you have these in front of you, if you do understand what you want out of your 2025, then you're good. Then you can follow all the steps that I'm going to give you in this video. And at the end of the video, I'll give you like 6-month plans so you can lock in and grind and achieve everything that you want. And when I mean lock in, I'm not saying that you should be in a cave and not have friends or anything like that. I'm going to teach you how to lock in the proper way, not just in some guru weird way. Part 1 is about money maxing. And when it's about money, the first thing that I have in mind and that I recommend you have in mind is playing on defensive. Not being frugal and be that guy that is just afraid of spending money and stuff like that. No, that's not what I mean. What I mean by being defensive when it's about money, it's avoiding spending on stuff that won't benefit you. Because I realized that sometimes I've been spending money on things that it's not worth it. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my energy into that. And what I do recommend when it's about money is separating how you want to spend your money. So basically what I usually do when I play on defensive is like, okay, this is my income, right? I receive my income and I separate like one part of my income for fun. Let's say I put like one part for fun, one part for like emergency fund. I'm gonna put everything. One part for emergency fund, one part for donations, and one part for yada 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 yada. And you're going to focus on this as much as you can. If you separated a certain amount of money for fun, don't spend more than you separated, and don't go into your emergency funds, don't go into yada yada or other kinds of money that you have dedicated to, because it's just going to crush your financial journey and it will make you broke for things that are not worth it. Because I believe that if you are spending more than you have planned to, then something is wrong. You're spending money on the wrong things. And then you can focus on finding ways to make more cash. And if you can find more ways to make more cash, then you will improve your financial situations. What I do recommend, if you are in these beginning stages, cash should be your priority. Like, you shouldn't be that guy who wastes times and say like, yeah, I'm still waiting for my personal brand go right, so I'm not gonna work, I'm not gonna dedicate my time into XYZ because I'm just waiting for X to happen. Like, you're just waiting for a completion of anything. No, don't be that person who's waiting for a completion of things to happen. Focus on making more cash. You see, get a sales job if you want, because a sales job doesn't have a margin of how much you can make. But get a sales job or get a 9 to 5 job. And once you get the 9 to 5 job, get a gig online. Just focus on making as much cash as possible so you can drop everything and focus on what you can. Because if you don't have cash, if you don't have money, you cannot drop everything and focus on doing what you want only, because you will have so much responsibilities that these responsibilities will impact on the quality of the work you do. So first of all, make as much money as you can, and then you can focus on another stuff. So I would say that making money isn't about how much you gain, but how well you manage it. But to make more money, the goal is to make as much as we can, because you were not going in the beginning stages start to focus on your dreams, start focus on your business idea instead of making as much money as you can. So first of all, make as much money as you can so you can play defensive, you can do everything in a well secure way, and you're not going to be that guy that is always on pressure and is always afraid of handling pressure, because you will have a lot to lose. So if you do have a lot of money, you won't have that much to lose. So make as much money as you can. What are some online business that you can start nowadays that I would personally recommend? So first of all, I would recommend building a ghostwriting business that is free. I don't enjoy ghostwriting, but if you do enjoy, you can do ghostwriting on X Twitter. It's working a lot for most part of people. You can build a personal brand if you want, and then sell your skills, like personal brand and sell skills. It's what I do basically. I build a personal brand and sell the skills that I'm good at. You can do one of the things that I think it's a great idea to do is you can do copywriting too. It's almost the same thing as ghostwriting. You can do video editing, you can do like a whole bunch of stuff, but I would personally recommend personal brand. And if you do have the money for it, I would recommend dropshipping, even though people are hating on dropshipping. Dropshipping still gives money if you know how to do. Yeah, I would recommend you starting one of these business. I would recommend heavily on starting your personal brand and sell skills, because it's what I do. And I've seen a lot of people having success with ghostwriting, and I've myself have success with video editing and drop shipping. So I would start this business because it's what I've done, it's what I've do. But you can do freelancing and stuff like that. But basically, for me, everything resumes around building a personal brand and selling the skills that you want on your personal brand. And the business that I listed here are the business that I've personally tried. So I'm not trying to give you business that I haven't done or business that I don't believe in. I'm just giving you what I do believe in and what did work it for me. So yeah, the part two that we are going to focus on this video is Looksmaxxing. Like, the problem with Looksmaxxing is not something that people exaggerate it when they do it on TikTok, because people really exaggerate when it's about Looksmaxxing. But Looksmaxxing is simple. You don't need to put makeup or something like that. Just do the basic. The basics do work, and over time they compound. And the higher stone that you'll have is if you're young. If you're from 16 to 23, 24, you will see more results compared to people who are older. But yeah, I'm telling this so you can know what to expect from Looksmaxxing and what not to expect. You're not going to see a lot of different results if you're older, but if you're younger, these will help a lot. So the first thing that I would recommend is investing into a gym, like a good gym. If you do have the money for it, invest in a good gym. If you don't have, like, just make sure the gym you're choosing is the one that can provide you a lot of comfort and a lot of needs more than the basic. Invest in better food, like your food needs to come on the top. You need to eat well because the quality of your food impacts your looks and your health overall. So better food is not a joke, it's not some guru's type. And then invest in products according to your skin type. This is one thing that I like to do. Like for example, according to my hair, according to my skin, I just started to investing more into products like that because they do help a lot. And invest in accessories for sleep, like better bed, better stuff so you can sleep better. For example, I lived in a noise place, so I bought some earplugs so I can make sure I'm sleeping well. And the stuff is, you don't need to overthink about Looksmaxxing. You don't need to do all these exercises, wake up in the morning and do all the exercise for Looksmaxxing that you see on TikTok. Like, man, you're not here to become some TikTok star or something. You're here to improve your life and make sure that you win this year. So these are the basics habits that you need, and this will make a lot of difference instead of you investing in a ton of shit that you actually don't need. After this, after nailing this stuff, we can go to the part 3, that is Habitsmaxxing. Here, the Habitsmaxxing is the part that is most important because here it can determine whether you move forward or whether you move backwards. And I don't say this because of self-improvement or anything like that, because I do think that some people can focus on habits that it's not going to benefit them, and some people can focus on habits that is not going to benefit them. If you're on Habitsmaxxing, this is what you should remove. First of all, impulse actions, and after impulse actions like porn addiction, doom scrolling, multitasking, eating junk food, sleeping late, smoking, and alcohol. Like, I have tracked my habits and I've seen that whenever I do this, bro, whenever I do this, somehow my life goes in the wrong direction. Yeah, sometimes it is okay according to a certain situation, drink alcohol, but overall, these habits are going to make your life go backwards. So I would recommend you, in order to fix your year and make your year the best year yet, focus on removing this habit. And with impulsive actions, what do I mean is impulsive buying and impulsive decisions. It's okay to make decisions fast, but it's not okay to make impulsive decisions. So make sure that you are controlling how you do decisions and how you deal with your actions and buying and stuff like that. These are the first habits that I would focus on and remove. By removing the bad habits, the good ones will automatically replace them. You just need to focus on removing these habits, because once you remove these, your mind is going to start thinking what I'm going to do, what I'm going to focus on, and then you can start applying these habits with no pressure. You can start do work discipline. You can have built around a good work discipline. You can go to the gym, or I know that it's basic, but yeah. And sleeping early as much as you can. Eating earlier because it makes a lot of difference too. And making your room as cold as possible, having a downtime routine, and making your room as dark as possible. Okay, so let me explain how these habits will play out in your life. First of all, you have work discipline. That is going to be how you're going to organize your day and your work. And I do recommend doing this. It's very important. And I use Calendly for this. I leave spaces in blank so people can feel coaching. But you're going to have a Calendly block. You're going to know specifically which times you're working. If it's for 10 a.m. to 12 a.m., you're going to block everything, cell from your phone on the not disturb mode, and just you're gonna grind, and you have time to enjoy time with friends. You're gonna put there and just you're gonna build a work discipline around that. The second thing is very, very basic: go to the gym. And third, sleeping early and waking up early. I do think that sleeping early is very important because it can affect on how your day is going around, because when I do wake up late, I feel like my day loses its space. So I recommend you focus on waking up early and sleeping early, because it's going to improve how your day is going to play out. And then we have eating earlier. I do think that eating earlier was a massive game changer for me, because the earlier I eat, the earlier my body has the time to digest the food. And whenever I go to sleep, I don't have trouble sleeping. So it's a very good habit to start applying to your life. And then making your room as cold as possible. I think that the colder your room is, the better it is for your sleep. And I've saw this a lot when I was studying biohacking. So having a cold room, it's going to play a massive impact in your life. So I do focus on maintaining my room as cold as possible, at least 1 hour before bed. Like they put here, at least 1 hour before bed. That's what I focus on. And then I have a downtime routine. For 1 hour or 30 minutes before sleeping, I don't use my PC. I don't be out there watching YouTube, Netflix videos. I don't listen even to music. I focus on reading books, and I focus on just being bored. I'm not focusing on information in my downtime time. So build that downtime time so that you can have your mind chill down for your sleep, because sometimes what affects your sleep the most is the loads of information that you do before sleeping, and therefore it affects your sleep quality, your sleep capacity, and your mind capacity to be able to sleep properly. So I do recommend making a downtime routine. Lights out, use as less lights as possible in your house, and all of this stuff. And then make your room as dark as possible. Like buy dark curtains, turn all the lights off, because it does affect the quality of your sleep. I've been doing that, and my sleep has improved just like magic. So it's a must do if you want to improve your life and your stuff. So yeah. So let's move to part 4. That part 4 is skills maxing. And skills maxing is the best part of this section, because skills maxing is what actually improved my life with my personal brand and made me here what I am today. And investing in good skills give you money, networking, opportunities. And I have got so many opportunities by having the skills that I do have today. And I've met so many great people by having the skills that I had today. And I've made so much money just by having the skills that I have today. So I would say that skills is the foundation of your life. If you do want to improve your life, and if you do want to make 2025 count, you surely need to invest in skills. What are some great skills to invest on? The first one is making money online. It doesn't need to be a specific way, but if you do know how to make money online, and if you do have an experience of making money online, then you're good. Who doesn't want to make money online? And who doesn't want to network with people that want to make money online? So yeah, making money online is the foundation. So making money online, these could mean anything: copywriting, web design, video editing, sales, marketing, psychology. Everything matters. Everything play out in making money online. And if you do know how to use this online, you're going to see how much opportunities and networking are going to shower to you. And second, that I would recommend that improve it my life overall, because I'm autistic level 1. Therefore, this was a very, very key difference in my life, and is learning how to talk better with people. With this, I mean in terms of persuasion, and in terms of learning how to socialize. This changed my life overall, because as an artist level 1, I always neglected social skills. Like I always thought, like, why should I improve this? Why should I improve on how to socialize? How should I improve XYZ? But learning how to talk better with people allowed me more networking and more opportunities and more money too. Therefore, it's a must have, and it's a must thing that you should build and invest your time on. Your life is not going to be only about grinding and making money. You need to socialize so you can have more money and have more opportunities with less effort. So it's a must have skill that you can build in order to make 2025 your best year. And then later on, you have the last skill that you can improve on, that is creative skill. Like, so creative skill is going to be depending on your life, your unique stuff, and the things that you like around. You don't need to invent this. So for example, something like cooking, I've been learning a lot of cooking with friends because they my friends do cook well, and it's something that I am enjoying. And actually it's very good because in some environments you can actually make friends and impress people because of good cooking. So it could be cooking, it could be playing piano, it could be karting, like it could be something that it's kind of creative that you can have your time and then you can enjoy yourself, like playing any other instrument, piano or things like that. Like just something that you enjoy and it's creative. It allows you to process your mind and be creative. I like cooking because cooking is something that allows me to experiment a lot, and it does affect on how will I play out when it's about building my business and building my life, because it just makes me more creative and more open to experiment stuff. It's a very good stuff to bet on. And then part 5, relationship maxing. Relationship maxing is very easy, but it's one of the most important parts of your life. Why? Because I do think that the more you grow, relationship tends to get more transactional. And if you can build great relationships early, it's going to save you a massive time and work that you will have to do later on figuring out who is real and who is not. Because I'm like 20 and I've seen that my relationships are getting very transactional at this age, and I cannot imagine how they will be as they grow up. So first of all, with relationship maxing, I just would recommend you removing all the negative people. People do affect on how well you will live your life and how well you will go in your day to day. So they can impact in how you think too. So remove all these people. It's not just self improvement stuff. If your people that you are around with are not people who want to grow in life, are not people who want to level up, or not people who want to level up, just remove them. They're not worth your time. They're not worth like the time you're going to waste in your life. So focus on the people who want to level up, who want to go forward. And second, spend most high quality time with friends twice a month or more. Like I know that sometimes a schedule can get busy and you won't have a lot of time to hang around with friends constantly. So if you can, just make sure you invest on these experiences with your friends and going out to them and spending time with them for twice a month or more if you do have the time, because these experiences will shape your life, will shape your social skills, and will shape the vision of yourself today, tomorrow, and in the future. And I just recommend doing this because it will improve your life overall. Spending time with friends, the more you can, the better. And don't neglect this because of grinding, because of online world tells you to just grind and not hang around with normal people and yada yada yada. If you do enjoy the people and they are not negative, enjoy time with them. Just spend more time with them. So that's all that I do have to say. So let's go to part 6. So part 6 is Healthmaxxing, the last part that I do want to talk about, the most important to you, because without a good health, you cannot do much of your life practically. So wealth is health. So don't forget to put an amount of focus on this. And if you are younger, being healthy at your 20s is much easier than being healthy at 30s or 40s. So the earlier, the better, because the later it gets harder and harder and harder. And what I would recommend and focus on if you are trying to do a half maxing, I'll say what worked for me, and I would say what I only would recommend. So first of all, the basic one, that is sleep good, eat good, exercise well. These are already the basics. Most of you know this, but what I will say is also taking care of your teeth health. Don't neglect it. Don't neglect your teeth health. Like I constantly go to the dentist. I constantly go to the hospital. I just make sure that everything around my teeth, my vision, and everything is well. And do a hormone maxing. If you are a man, of course, do a testosterone maxing, like testo and skin health. Make sure that you're doing your testosterone and skin health maxing. Make sure you're getting your exams your blood, check it constantly, regularly, so you do can know what is lacking in your body and what you can improve, what vitamins should you take, because it's very relative when you get to this point on health, because it will depend on the test. Because if you are lacking testo, you can do focus on things to improve testo. You shouldn't try to do everything at once. These are the basics, and the rest is going to be basic, the things that you want to do. And the other thing that I will say is do some cardio maxing. And a lot of people hate cardio, but cardio is very good, man. Cardio is just, I don't know, every time I do cardio my life feels better. So I would recommend do cardio, 30 minutes cardio, 30 minutes if you can, a week, once a week. Like I don't know if you can invest more time, but I don't want to invest more time on cardio right now. You can go more, but I just recommend once a week, 30 minutes. 30 minutes I do like 5 kilometers, like 5 km. If you can just focus on doing 5 km a month, for me is good every 4 weeks. Less is more sometimes, and slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's what you need to focus on. You need to focus on consistency, runs, consistency stuff. I do think that cardio is something that improved well my cardiovascular and stuff. Like I don't really usually understand about all the scientific benefits, and I'm not that guy to try to give you all the scientific benefits of running and stuff, but I just think that running overall improves my wealth, my cardiovascular health, and things like that. Therefore, I would recommend you do once a week 5 kilometers, and you're good. You can do more if you can, and then remove toxins from your life, like eating out of plastic. I have like eating out of plastic. Oh my god, eating out of plastic and drinking filtered water. If you do can avoid this, like eating out of plastic and drinking directly filtered water, like yeah, your life is going to improve overall. If you do not have how to not improve this, don't stress, bro. Like this is not supposed to be I'll do this or you will be a failure or yada yada yada. Just make sure that you are doing everything at your own pace, and that's what you need to focus on. So all of this, let's build right now your 6 months plan. How are you going to do it? Let's build it. First of all, don't forget that the foundation is to have 80% work, 20% fun. Don't forget that you need to have these times of fun. You need to have these times of socializing with friends and stuff. You need to. And let's build your 6 month plan. First of all, what do we have here? First, we have Moneymaxxing. And with Moneymaxxing, here's what you should be focused on Moneymaxxing. 1. Play on defensive when it's about money. You see, don't forget the rule. Make sure that you separate your money for everything and then play on defensive. Like if you separate your money for fun, only for fun. If you separate your money for emergency funds, only for emergency funds. Like don't forget this rule. And then once you have everything settled out, fucking play on defensive. Don't just try to impress anyone. You're just going to waste your time and your money because of things that will disappear over time. And second, focus on making as much cash as you can. Like focus on just making cash, so then once you do have a lot of money, you can drop everything and focus only on what you want. So focus on making cash as much as you can, and then manage your money the best way possible. Yep, these are the foundations. And then if you do want to start online business and want to make money online, base it on what I have experienced and did. Here you can do ghostwriting. I have done ghostwriting and it's good for beginners, people that want to start making money online. Personal branding, and then sell your skills, what you're good at. You can also go for video editing, dropshipping, and then dropshipping. Remember that everything I'm talking here is everything that I've done, I've tried, and I would recommend based on my experiences. So part 1 is just Moneymaxxing. play defensively, focus on making catch as much as possible, manage your money the best way possible. And here are some ways that I've made money online that I would recommend to people without BS, bro. So like, yeah, this is the first part of it. So what is the second part? The second part is Looksmaxxing. So here, don't take this seriously. Don't take this like the TikTok funny videos. Looksmaxxing. Here, the basic stuff works. Don't try to overthink into making stuff that is going to make you waste your time. So yeah, here you're only going to focus on investing into a good gym. Like, I would recommend you investing into a good gym. Secondly, invest in better food. Invest in better food if you can. And then third, buy products according to your skin type. Like according to your skin. Like hair products, skin products, everything needs to be based into your type. Make sure that you spend a good amount of time making sure that everything fits your skin, fits the situation that you want. And then third, accessories for better sleep. Like we have like earplugs. If you do live in a noisy place, you're going to buy earplugs, and then you're also going to buy like accessories for better sleep, like better bed, yada yada yada, all this kind of stuff. Like, that's all you need to focus on. You don't need to spend like time exercising, do the exercising on Looksmaxxing and stuff like that. Just don't waste your time on that. Focus on this is the basic, and the basic stuff do works if you do focus on the basic very well. And then you can go, once everything on the Looksmaxxing is very good, it's basically good, then we can go and focus on the third step of this. That's where we're going to focusing or remove the stuff that it's not going to be beneficial for, and add the stuff that it's going to beneficial for us. So here you're going to focus on removing the bad stuff first. So here, addictions that are not beneficial for you, like porn addiction and yada yada yada, doom scrolling, multitasking, junk food, sleeping late, smoking, and alcohol. First, remove these kind of habits because they are not going to add a lot of beneficial to your life. That's what I'm going to focus on first. And then second, we're going to focus on adding these habits. Work discipline. I'm going to focus on adding some work discipline into your life. Like I said and explained it, like you're going to be blocks around. You're going to make sure which times you're going to grind, lock in, and focus on this kind of work. And then secondly, you're going to focus on going to the gym. You're going to go more into the gym and spend your time there. And then you're going to focus on sleeping early. This should be the most important part that you should be your focus on. So focus on sleeping early, waking up early, because this is what going to determine the likelihood of your success here. And then eating earlier so your body can digest the food and you can properly rest, and make your room as cold as possible. Make your room cold. Make your room cold as possible, at least 1 hour before bed, for better sleep, better skin health, and stuff like that. And have a downtime routine. You're going to have a downtime routine so your body can rest properly, your mind and your mind health can properly process stuff before bed, and after bed you're not going to use your phone, basic things like that. And making your room as dark as possible 1 hour before bed, because if you do have lights around, it can impact the quality of your sleep, and that's not going to be very, very beneficial for you. So yeah, these are the parts on Habitsmaxxing that I would recommend to improve your habits and your life overall. We're going to the Skillsmaxxing, and then we're going to the Skillsmaxxing, and the Skillsmaxxing part is one of the best and the most important of your life if you do want to improve your life. So we have Skillsmaxxing, that is basically what good skills will provide you. If you do invest in good skills will provide you money, networking, and opportunities. And these are the skills that I would recommend you investing on if you don't want to waste your time. And that is 4, making money online, copywriting, web design, video editing, sales, marketing, psychology, and learning how to talk better with people. These are the things that you're going to focus on this 6 months plan. Here, you're going to have a sketchbook on how you're going to do first, second, third, and fourth. And then, so the next step is Relationshipmaxxing. And Relationshipmaxxing is very easy. Relationshipmaxxing, you don't need to worry about a lot of stuff. Let me just make put here 5. Relationshipmaxxing, that it's a place where you won't have to worry about many things, because when it's about relationship, it's very basic. A relationship, first, all you're going to do is first remove all the bad people, and secondly spend high quality time twice a month or more. And remember that the earlier you build relationships, the better, because as you get older, relationships gets to be more transactional. So it is very simple. Relationship is the most important but also easy one besides Skillsmaxxing. So first of all, focus on Skillsmaxxing, and second, focus on Relationshipmaxxing, because they're like the foundation of life. These are just the main things that you should be putting your focus on. And then to finish, we have Habitsmaxxing. That is also one of the easiest and one of the better ones of this. That is simply focusing on the habits that will push you forward and are not going to make you waste your time. And all you need to do is sleep good, eat good, exercise, taking care of your teeth, health, hormone maxing, and then you're going to focus on testosterone and your skin health, and you're going to do cardio for 30 minutes once a week and stuff like that. It is very simple at the end of the day. This is all you need to improve your life. Moneymaxxing, Looksmaxxing, Habitsmaxxing, Skillsmaxxing, Relationshipmaxxing, and six Healthmaxxing. And in 6 months, I can guarantee you that even in 3, 4 months, or even in if you do this properly from step to step, even in 1 month, you're going to see a lot of difference. And that's all you need to improve your life overall. And if you do need help with all of this, there's a coaching link in my description where I'm going to guide you on how to apply these steps, on how you can apply these steps and improve your life and make this 2025 count. I will see you all on the next video, and I hope that this video might be useful to make 2025 your best year yet, even if it's 4 months left. See you into the next one.